Hello, everybody. This has been bubbling up in me for the past hour, so I just thought I'd share it. And so, this is a really simple model on how we actually operate in the world. So, on one level, and I'll use myself as an example. So, when I was early 20s, I connected with DJing and wanted to DJ. And I just went and did that, and I did it to quite a high degree. And that was 100% driven by desire. And that desire drove my enthusiasm and my excitement to create and have fun with so many people. I did absolutely no mindset stuff. I didn't do any visualization or any of this stuff, creating positive mindsets, any of that sort of jazz at all. Just wanted it, greatest fun ever. And personally, I was a fucking mess. I like straight up failed everything in school, all that sort of stuff. But I connected to my desire, which was DJing, and just went for that full tilt. Didn't think about fucking anything. Just went and did it because I wanted it. I had no self belief. If it wasn't for drugs and alcohol, I would not be able to touch people, be intimate, any of that stuff. Thanks to drinking drugs, that gave me some sort of human contact. So I had no self belief, no anything. But DJing, I just wanted, and because I had that desire, I went and created a fantastic time for the next 10 years, and connected with fantastic people, and lived in that industry until it became old. So in the following 10 years, I've had to deal with all the emotional stuff because I'm operating much more in the real world versus the DJ world, which is pretty easy to do when you're just enthusiastic about partying. Um, so in the past 10 years and the last year in particular, everything's been just basically coming down to desire, desire, desire. But it's also bringing up a lot of sexual stuff. And I never got into relationships. I never went after girls or anything like that because I was too crippled with shame. And that wasn't my own shame, it was my parents' shame, society's shame. This is just what my journey was to be on this planet and this life. But I've always had girls around me because I've been the most popular DJ, or the center of attention as a DJ. So girls have been around me, and I've had lots of opportunities to have sex that I've completely blown, that I didn't want, that I was crippled with shame and guilt and embarrassment after things happened, after sex happened, and essentially sex has been a horrible experience for me for my whole life, and I've never wanted, still don't. And so over the past year, really what's been going on, so I've deleted my Facebook, deleted my Instagram, deleted all that stuff because it wasn't enriching my life. It wasn't making me enthusiastic. It wasn't making me excited about business. It wasn't making me excited about life. But it was me that wasn't excited about business, and it was me that wasn't excited about life. And I knew I had to start looking inwards. And the journey has been definitely around sex and sexual energy and desire. And what that's taught me is a lot of this mindset stuff is absolutely in your way. We need to connect to what your heart's desire is. That's nearly the opening line of every personal development book ever. Figure out what your heart's desire is, and these are the steps to go and put it into place. This is the mindset stuff to put it into place. All that matters is the desire. You'll just figure out a way of doing it. I found a completely unique way of becoming a DJ. Everybody finds a completely unique way of becoming a DJ. That's just the way it is in the world. But people vomit up their particular way, and they go, no, no, this is how you should do it because this is what worked for me. But it's not what works for everybody, and it'll never be what works for everybody. But once you connect to your heart's desire, that actually comes from your balls and your base, because that energy comes up through your body and creates ideas. We feel horny for life, we feel desire for life, we feel excited for life, and that bubbles up into your stomach, and we label it enthusiasm. It comes up into your heart, and we label it love, and then we start thinking about, oh, how can I connect this love and excitement and enthusiasm and desire for life with the world. So the majority of the way the world looks versus actually gets applied is we think thoughts create reality. They don't. Our desire causes us, or our boredom causes us to start thinking, and then we think of something that we want to create, and then we get excited about it and stuff like that. But it's these feelings that drive all of that. So it's either enthusiasm or desire or boredom just to be creative that actually creates reality. Um, so what I see predominant massively in Ireland is a lot of people trying to have a better life rather than desiring to have a better life. And this is way more for men over women. And men have to do an awful lot more work than women around sexual stuff because women communicate and men don't. And we don't talk enough about all this, these sexual issues, shame, performance, all that sort of stuff, even what to do and how to do it, and even being brave enough to have a conversation with their partner and saying, look, I feel insecure around this, but I don't particularly care about the bedroom stuff. That's stuff people will deal with themselves, but it's how this then gets applied to the external world. So how do we then start living our lives? Do we live it cut off from our sexuality where it's dull and boring and we just exist, or do we embrace our sexuality and start becoming much more vibrant, excited and enthusiastic people? So we've had this lockdown for the past couple of weeks, and it's caused an awful lot of people to reflect inwards and start dealing with their relationships and start dealing with their stuff. And a really quick but scary bypass to so much of the nonsense is actually just to go straight to desire. What the fuck do you want, and how can you generate this sexual energy for you? Can you sit down with your partner and start having fun and games and playing around sexually, generating this sexual energy so you feel fulfilled and feel excited for your life, and then start wanting to be more creative and manifest more money, because money is 1000% very associated with sexual energy. If you feel like receiving sexual energy from your girlfriend or partner, you feel like receiving sexual energy in the form of money from life. It's nearly the exact same thing. So if you want to create more flow, you want to create more abundance, you want to create more excitement, you want to create more fun and adventure, you need to start looking deep down, and it's down in our base and it's down in our guts for that desire for life, and start to bring that up. And what's inhibiting that is actually all our parents' shit and our society shit. And we need to be able to learn how to listen to that deep within ourselves to actually create that flow for ourselves, and allow ourselves and give ourselves permission to be men and to be women, and to articulate to the world is like, I want sex, I want to enjoy life, I want to be turned on for life, I want to be excited, and I want to create a life that is fulfilling to me. And that might be a benign life, but it'll be a vibrant life in comparison to other people. So I hope this finds you well, and I hope this benefits you, and I'm sure it'll benefit you. And you can see that all of what I've said is all about feelings and energies and enthusiasm and stuff like that. Not mindset, not positivity, not negativity, none of that stuff, not ego or any of that stuff, because all of that stuff is in the way. If you feel sexually turned on, you want to create. It's that simple. Have an awesome day.